This question is also very important for the exams, that what is the difference, okay, what is the difference between soliloquy and dramatic monologue, because we find all the dramas elements, all the dramatic qualities in dramatic monologue also, and in soliloquy there is also one speaker, and in dramatic monologue also we find a speaker. So then what is the difference between, because in the soliloquy also a character always expresses his or her inner self, okay, self exploration, or we can say that soliloquy is a psychoanalysis, and the same happens in dramatic monologue also, because it is also represented by the dramatist presenting the inner psyche, or the mental conflict, the spiritual conflict, or the confusion going on within the character. And the same happens in dramatic monologue also. So in brief, let us try to know that what is the difference between soliloquy and dramatic monologue, and it is always asked only in short question, okay, and these lines will be sufficient to be written, that the difference between soliloquy. So first of all, you can tell, if you like, the meaning of soliloquy and the meaning of dramatic monologue, what is soliloquy and what is dramatic monologue. But I think that your question will be much more lengthy, so just focus your attention only on these lines, and that will be sufficient if you understand these lines. So let us start. The dramatic monologue is longer. The very first difference, okay, the very first difference is actually soliloquy is a dramatic device, and dramatic monologue is a poetic device or poetic composition. Means soliloquy is always used only in dramas, and dramatic monologue is always used by a poet, okay, it is used by a dramatist, but it is used by a poet as a poetic device. So the dramatic monologue is longer than the soliloquy, and this is the reason that soliloquy is not as longer as is the dramatic monologue. It may be much more long, it may be much more lengthy in comparison of soliloquy. So the very first difference between soliloquy and dramatic monologue is that the dramatic monologue is longer than the soliloquy, okay. You can make points also 1 2 3 in this way you can write, that depends on you. So the very first difference, and the soliloquy is the speech of a person, the soliloquy is the speech of a person to himself, right, to himself, and when he is all alone. All alone means that it is not supposed that there is a listener or there is another character on the stage. Means it is always supposed that the character must be completely alone on the stage, and any other character is not able to listen to him or hear him. So soliloquy, that it is the speech of a person to himself, means the character at the time of soliloquy, he is not expecting any other character on the stage. He doesn't expect that his conversation, his speech must be heard by any other one present on the stage. So we can say that soliloquy completely private thoughts, okay, secret thoughts of a character in a drama. So the soliloquy is the speech of a person to himself when he is completely alone on the stage. But it doesn't happen in the dramatic monologue, because in the dramatic monologue we can assume, or there can be supposed, or there can be presented any other character also, and that is always a listener, right. The dramatic monologue means the presence of some other character or characters, that depends on the poet. So there may be either the absence or there may be the presence of any other character also, that doesn't make any difference to the character, because the character, whatever he is expressing so that the another one may hear him or may listen to him, may understands him, though he is they listen to it, though they may not speak. This provides the monologue a conversational tone. Thus, the character of the speaker and the listener is revealed. Okay, and the soliloquy is not supposed to be heard by anyone, but the dramatic monologue is meant to be. So, all these were the important difference between soliloquy and dramatic monologue.